Welcome back. We are us, and to be perfectly honest with you, I've been looking forward to this all day. Though, to then also be perfectly honest with you, I've spent the past hour to nearly an hour and a half procrastinating. Though, to then be fair again, I also spent most of that time doing other things. So it's not like I was just procrastinating. I was just mostly procrastinating. Where are we and what are we doing here? No, seriously, what are we... Oh, I remember. That's my fault. I'm an idiot. I left off at that save point because it's the closest to where we need to go. I was there. At least they gave me the credit for being over here. We also have 11,000 Luminite. Now we're 90 Luminite poorer. That door requires 12. Right, I forgot it does that. So what? I can still kill you. You're not coming back this way anyway. For startling me, they both get the spear. It's very simple. I remember last episode that we could not actually get the... Hold on. Last episode we could not get the weapon on offer at the... Does this show the name? Fishhead Gang Stronghold. Wait. Why are there two markers up here? That is mildly concerning. I don't think there's anything we need. You know what? I remember. We need to establish a save point here. That's what we need to do. Pretty sure we didn't get any new memo cards that we haven't already seen. Ah, right. I do like to also go around while having temporal stasis active, don't I? To Student Annie, you have activated an undeveloped cruiser. Without authorization, it uses its exhaust drill to write insulting statements about Carmel in the sky above the campus. Your actions constitute a severe violation of multiple school regulations and have significantly damaged the Institute's reputation. Following review and verification by the Student Council, the principal has decided to expel you effective immediately. This decision is final and not subject to appeal. Sucking. No, I need to start going around with temporal stasis. Then again, it's not like the enemies drop anything other than the, what is it, temporalis? Yeah, I got it right. Oh, we do have an expansion slot. We don't have anything to stuff in there. Yeah, there's nothing of interest. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and run out my crap. We don't have any place to go to actually... There's literally 3 rooms and that's it. Unless... Yeah, I guess we could do that. I'm going to go ahead and run out the remainder of our coils. And once we have temporal stasis active again, that's when we'll truly get this episode underway. For now, I'm just going to go here. Okay, that took a while. Right, I almost forgot you were here. Okay. It's EDI belonging to Elaine. Oh, great, I can use the thumbnail finally. Did you happen to see an engine? What engine? I'm not entirely sure. I'm feeling so confused. Can't recall anything. It's just a feeling. That thing's important to me. It should be in the Chrono Lab south of the WeArEuS Academy, but I can't remember how to get there. If you find something like an engine, please let me know, okay? Yes. Yes, I will. I blocked. All right. Database. It might be this one. I also found another one of these things I accidentally walked past. As it happens. Wasn't the first time. Won't be the last. Thanks to a major breakthrough in chronofluid research achieved by the Particle Collider, the Energy Club has successfully miniaturized the chrono engine. Although its output is slightly lower than that of the large-scale engines, it operates on the same principle, harnessing the properties of chronofluid to function as a perpetual motion device. The convenience brought by this miniaturization could fundamentally reshape how humanity utilizes energy in the future. I plan to showcase this significant achievement during the Cardinal Star election. When that time comes, students will understand who is truly the most suitable candidate for the administrator of the WeArEuS Academy. Actually, yeah. Disagree. Grab that. I followed a continuous humming sound to a room. A student wearing headphones was operating a peculiar device there. As soon as she saw me, she eagerly waved me over. Want to try sending a message into space? To whom? To aliens, of course. Think of radio waves like interstellar messages in a bottle. You can put whatever you want to say inside. Will they actually receive it? Hard to say. First, the alien civilization would need technology advanced enough to receive the signal. Then it has to reach them across the vast sea of stars. The odds are pretty slim. Then why send it at all? Because I want to prove that humanity isn't alone in the cosmos. Isn't it romantic to imagine that somewhere out there might be life that can talk with us? You know, I was just trying to do the cool thing and walk in, get a hit. Okay. And then block his follow-up attack. I did not see you there. Okay, that's why. Elaine has set up numerous traps in the WeArEuS Academy for candidates who come for challenges. Many give up midway. Only a handful make it to the final stage. Even those few, upon learning, they must face Elaine directly, choose to hand over their votes instead. Strangely, hearing this didn't discourage me. If anything, it stirred a faint thrill. But such extra emotions are unnecessary for me. All I need to focus on is becoming the Caramel Star. While your back is turned, I turn you purple. Yeah, I did that. What? I was not paying attention to him. Okay. Oh. You're kind of helpless there. Nice. I missed something. I need to go back up, but up is not an option. I have shamed my ancestors. Yeah, sure. No, I want to go this way. I see. Okay. So, database. Swamp person. You really use the portals an awful lot, don't you? You really use the portals an awful lot, don't you? The guide suddenly remarked, "This supposed to be unusual. A portal essentially breaks you down into a quantum state and reconstructs you at another terminal." I recalled the instructions near the portal saying the same thing. Do you think the you before and after the teleportation is still the same person? I wasn't quite following the point of the question. Breaking down and reassembling isn't... Oh. Breaking down and reassembling? Isn't that what I do all the time anyway? Ah, true. I suppose for you, it really is just ordinary. I want to kill it, but it's too much of a hassle. Perfect. Oh, the database was for the guy we just killed. Or girl, I should say. What do you mean it doesn't actually do damage? So apparently the traction rings are attached to the pufferfish and don't exist there on their own. In recent years, the Dark Forest theory has been regarded as a compelling explanation for the Fermi paradox. This theory posits that in a forest where every civilization could be a hunter, survival depends on remaining hidden. Simply put, the purpose of a civilization is survival. This is undoubtedly a sophisticated perspective, but I would like to propose an alternative argument. The purpose of civilization is communication. In my view, civilizations that glorify violence are likely to self-destruct for various reasons long before developing the technology for interstellar travel. Those capable of starflight understand the horrors of war better than anyone. Therefore, they carefully observe other civilizations from the shadows, assessing whether they are worthy of dialogue. If they deem it irredeemable, they simply depart. And firstly, if a civilization meets their standards, they will reveal themselves and initiate contact. What a cute Star Trek fanfic. Really, it's just adorable. I'm sure the writer is a child. Are we going the right way? You know how much I hate that. No, that annoys me. Oh, we're here now. Do you ever feel different from everyone else? A little. Do you feel like you carry some kind of important mission? I will become the caramel star. Do your past memories feel unreal? Hazy? I actually have no memories from before Carmel. The evidence is clear. You're definitely a star child. What's a star child? Someone with alien ancestry. By the way, I'm a star child too. So how did you realize you were one? I once dreamed of an unknown world, and my subconscious told me that was my home planet. So I made it up. Trust me, bro. The guide later told me it wasn't the first time she had claimed alien origins and that it was best to just ignore it. I don't think those few points are enough to prove she's some star child, but if it's such an obvious lie to others, why does she believe it so deeply herself? 20 lashings for Gryffindor. Motherfucker. So that's how it's going to be, huh? That's cute. We'll leave that there for now. Okay. Hey, no, that's cool. I'd have done it too in your place. Okay. A student grabbed me tightly. She repeated words I couldn't understand. Rewind, chronofluid, chrono-engine, consciousness loops. I tried to argue grasp what she meant, but her speech was fragmented and elusive. All I could say was, I'll try to help, though I had no idea what to do. After that, I never saw her again. Oh, so I can hit that through it, but I can't hit anything else through it? Sure. Cycle 10,372. I believed nothing in Carmel could surprise me anymore. Until I saw that person. She brandished the umbrella spear with that disciplinary supervisors use, moving through the campus with incredible agility. Unlike the others, her actions change with each new cycle, proving she, like me, remains untouched by the loop. To other students, she may appear as just a new member of the student council, or perhaps a student in costume for the Academy Festival, but to me, she may very well be the key to breaking this cycle. Okay. We have 15,000 luminite, of which some portion of that is being converted to damage. I don't know how much. I could check our charged attack. I know it used to be 31 at base. Last we saw it was 34, I believe. And that was back at 11,000. Oh, hi there. Okay. What? I don't know. I think we got the heavy attack for the what you call it? The whip hammer. The heavy attack skill. I was sort of stuck in the air there. It's over. And that was Centaur the Warfighter. That was a drone. Do you see what I'm saying? It was obviously getting the boost from the time stasis, the temporal stasis. And yet, I get one temporalis. What's the point of even fighting anything in temporal stasis then? The fight just being harder isn't worth it. If it's harder and you get a better reward, like a memo card and a temporalis or two, I'd be cool with that. A single temporalis is not worth it. Now, sure, it was probably not even a mid-boss. It was probably going to be, it's probably going to turn out to be more like an introduction to that enemy type. Oh, and now we get to break grates, which is nice, I assume. Liquefying. Yeah, so mother fricker, I accidentally slammed my freaking knuckles into the controller. So you've got this, but for some reason, you've got an extremely janky wall climb animation and just general interaction. I don't understand how you can make that mistake when you've clearly thought of something like this. It absolutely mystifies me. It really does. Anyway, liquefy. Press the left analog stick down and B to make Kotama liquefy. This form expires upon pressing B or getting attacked. Press B during traction to navigate certain mechanisms. You know what? I wish I could make just this the thumbnail. Ooh, speaking of thumbnail, I realized I could do an old thing I used to do with thumbnails where I just have a little bit of the thumbnail be something or other and then the title and then show something of gameplay. There we go. Now what? Oh, so you can just walk through them. I really wish they leaned more into her liquidity, I guess you could say. In both her attacks and movements, rather than it just being sort of a progression mechanic. I'm actually upset that I bothered to care about temporal stasis. Found a boss and got nothing for it. It was going to give me temporalis anyway. They all give temporalis. Heck, I fought the boss battle in that one room with the mannequins that was giving me trouble a couple of episodes ago. Did that without the temporal stasis. 3 temporalis. What are the odds that I would have still gotten 3 even if I had beaten it with the temporal stasis in place? Personally, I think there's an 80% chance I got nothing extra and it was just the 3 temporalis. Yeah, I'm salty about that. Doesn't really solve anything, but guess. I'll leave it. still don't see the value in it. We only have one gem, so we can't upgrade yet. We might as well, right? We might as well. I was trying to use the heavy one, but I completely botched the command input for it. And I ended up using the right trigger button instead of the shoulder button. Alright. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, that is going to do it for today's episode. I hope you guys have enjoyed yourselves and everything you've seen here, though part of me hopes you're just as upset as I am that the temporal stasis didn't yield more rewards like they said it would in the beginning of the game. They said it, but it's a lie. Unless for some reason that mid-boss new enemy type introduction just wasn't going to drop anything at all, in which case, I mean, part of me wants to say the single temporalis wasn't worth it, but I just spent 3. So technically that one was a freebie. I do love the music aboard Academy. Oh, right. Okay. So I went wandering around the train after last episode, and there are a lot of people aboard now. So next episode, once we get back, we're going to go and talk to everyone that we can, see if there's anything new. Most importantly, Coco, my beloved, is aboard the train, along with her 2 sidekicks. There are some other people here too. I can't be bothered to remember all of them, but it'll be worth doing some wandering around on the train before we depart to... Frick, there's a lot of stuff we can do now that we've got the liquefy ability. Also, it feels like we're progressing really quick. I'm pretty sure we have the final ability of the game. I don't know where we'll start. Not yet anyway, but that's a problem for next episode. And so, with all that said, we will see you next time.